Welcome to Food for Thought. I'm your host, Dan Monroe, and joining me as always is the woman who wrote the book on how the fastest way to a man's heart is through his stomach, Miss Holly, that's Amore Davenport.
Oh, Dan.
Holly, good to see you again.
Hi, Dan. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to you. Happy Valentine's Day to you. I see some great food on the table here. What are we making?
So today we're going to do a spin on southern green beans. There's no meat, so this is a vegan recipe. And we're going to use liquid smoke to replace the meat flavor. Okay. So our ingredients are going to be our blanched string beans, our cut in half baby potatoes, diced carrots, sliced onions, oil, chopped garlic, liquid smoke, and a little bit of vegetable bouillon, and my favorite.
The three the spices?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's a garden
What
spice.
is it about Southern cooking that is just so good and almost so addictive?
Well, what I learned was that when the food was passed down in slavery, unfortunately, we would get the scraps. And so we would use the scraps, the meat, to flavor our food. And so that's where the Southern food, because it was the food that nobody wanted, but learning how to survive. So that takes us back to our heritage.
Oh,
Isn't that amazing?
That is absolutely amazing. I had no idea.
Now, it wasn't the healthiest. So this is a spin on that without all of the fat.
And generations
Yes.
leave us
So
right
we're
here.
not going to compromise taste. We're just going to use these ingredients to make us live a longer and healthier life.
Okay.
So first of all, we're going to cut our stove on, of course, and we're going to add our oil. And this is olive oil.
Okay.
And then we're going to add our, what's this, Dan?
Those are onions.
But what do we call them?
Tear makers.
Aromatics.
Aromatics.
Dan. But that's okay.
They always make me cry though.
Tear maker.
Tear makers.
All right, and then we're going to add our garlic. Get all of that in there.
Yeah.
And then we're going to add our diced carrots. And this is part of my belief in eating your rainbow.
There we
And
are.
I did not know that concept until, remember I told you SNAP Education, they would come in and they give information. And I like that concept because it just makes sense.
Yeah.
So we're going to cook these and let them become translucent. And we're going to start a little bit of our flavoring with this
Seasonings.
mix. And get that all cooked in. And so this is really this is an easy, quick dish.
Okay.
And so Dan, we blanched the string beans because these are fresh string beans and we want to cut down on the cooking time. So with blanching, you just boil the water, put a little bit of salt in, you put the string beans in, and then you let them cook for about a minute. You take them out. And generally, you want to put them in an ice bath.
Okay.
In this case, we're not going to put them in an ice bath because we wanted them to continue cooking because we blanched them to cut down the cooking time.
Okay.
Okay? That's not...
Well, it sounds almost to me like you're giving the beans a schwitz. You know what that is?
Nope.
You go in the sauna and you jump in a cold pool. Kind of the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of the same thing.
A spitz.
A spitz.
A
Yes.
spitz. Okay. Okay.
What does that do for the beans, though?
It preserves the color, number one. It keeps them nice and bright, and it cuts down on the cooking time.
Okay. Okay.
So that's cooking all around.
Does smell good.
It's smelling good. Mix all of that stuff up in here. We're going to add our potatoes. Mix all of that. And we're going to season one more time because I like to layer my flavors. Very little salt in this recipe.
Yeah, and salt, less salt the better. It's good for our heart healthiness.
Exactly. We want everybody around. And so then we're going to add in a little more seasoning. And this is the vegetable bouillon.
Okay.
Which is going to create a broth.
Okay.
Pour that. That was about a cup of water.
Cup of water.
And you mix all of that around.
Yeah, I like how now everything's starting to mix together. You're starting to see everything kind of come
all
up to the
those
top.
flavors
Yeah.
kind of melt to the top. And so you would put the top on that and let that cook for about 10-15 minutes.
10-15 minutes.
And you will have,
ta-da!
Ta-da! Now I'll just get you a,
through the magic of television.
Through the magic of television, and we're gonna give you a spoon.
That was a quick and simple recipe.
Very quick and simple.
Very quick, yeah.
And this is kid friendly. You know, sometimes the kids tend to shy away from the vegetables.
I'm shy away from these vegetables. These are good. I like the texture of the potatoes with the crunchiness of the beans. It adds right to it. Holly, you've done it again.
Well, thank you.
Very, very good. We'll be back with more food for thought right after this.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kenya with CHN Housing Partners, and we are proud to be providing utility assistance here at the Greater Cleveland Food Bank Community Resource Center. These services provide eligible applicants with assistance on their gas and electric bills through programs like HEAP and PIP. When neighbors visit the Greater Cleveland Food Bank Community Resource Center, I can assist them with filling out their application, answering any questions they have about the programs, and determining their eligibility. For more information about CHN's utility assistance programs, please visit chnhousingpartners.org/utility assistance or call our utility assistance hotline at 216-600-8108. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Alex Cohen, and I'm a community-based navigator for United Way of Greater Cleveland 211. United Way 211 is a service for everyone. If you have a need and you are not sure where to turn, please come visit us at the Greater Cleveland Food Bank's Community Resource Center or call 211 so we can work to connect you with the community resources you are seeking. United Way 211 is a free and confidential helpline that connects more than 150,000 community members to local experts each year, helping them secure food, housing, and utility assistance, reduce their prescription costs, support veterans assistance, and so much more. At United Way 211, we are committed to serving communities we call home. Whether the engagement with 211 starts with a phone call, chat, or an in-person visit, we'll help you assess your situation, provide information, and help you navigate whatever problems you're facing. Please reach out to us. We're here to help.
And welcome back to Food for Thought. I'm Dan Monroe. Joining me now is nutritionist Eric Pierkowitz right here at the Greater Cleveland Food Bank Market. Eric, the big topic right now is heart health. What can you tell me about heart health? Give us some examples.
Yeah, it's Heart Health Month, and we're going to talk about what can we do to decrease your risk for heart disease. So there's lots of tips, but let's stick with 3 today.
Okay.
First of all, let's talk healthy fats. So good examples are some fish like sardines, salmon. You heard of omega-3s?
Yeah, what are omega-3s? What is that?
It's a type of fat, fatty acid. It's good for your heart. It actually lowers your cholesterol to reduce that heart disease risk.
All right. Well, what about for people who, not everyone likes the fish, not everyone likes sardines. What can they do to supplement that?
Well, there's walnuts and other nuts and seeds can help you get that too. Flax, ground flax, which you can find at low-cost grocers like Mark's or Aldi.
Okay, all right. What else we got over here?
Good question. Another key tip, less salt.
Yes, less salt. I totally agree with this one.
Yeah. I know it tastes good to most people, but many people are salt sensitive, meaning more salt in their food is going to, contribute to higher blood pressure and other problems with your health. So what can we do to lower the salt in our food? Cook more. When you cook, instead of buying it at a restaurant or ready-made at the grocery store, you can control how much salt goes into it.
Okay.
So using fresh ingredients as opposed to canned, or finding canned goods that say no salt, low salt, reduced, etc. That can help you bring it down. And also building your flavor profile with things other than salt. So bring in some acid like citrus juice, lemon, or vinegars, spices, herbs. You put a lot of different things together, layer some flavor components, and you can make it more appetizing, make it look good too with different colors. And then you rely less on salt to make it appetizing.
You know, I think sometimes when the meal is set in front of you, some people instinctively grab for that salt to add to it. I think the message is, let's just wait a little bit. Wait, try the food first, wait till you get through it, and then see if you need some salt. Don't just start dumping salt on right away.
That's a good tip.
Yeah. What else we got
Last
here?
tip for today, we need more produce. Most Americans, and probably like 75%, are not getting enough fruits and vegetables.
Yes.
So again, we talk preferably fresh stuff, get it while it lasts. Frozen's also a good choice. We talked about what to do if we're looking for canned goods. But again, if you're cooking at home, whatever you want to make, you can make it, you can bulk it up with more vegetables. You know, if you don't like eating the vegetables on the side, put it into a tasty dish like the, what did Chef Kelly make?
She's going to be making Hoppin' John next, coming up in the next segment.
Yeah, that's a good example where you can incorporate vegetables into a dish with meat and rice in there too. You know, so it's got all your, it's a good one dish meal.
All right, Eric. Thank you. Let's review produce. Eat them. Fruits, vegetables, broccoli, salmon, sardines. Great for omega-3s. Lower that cholesterol, and no salt. Low salt pans, low salt soups, tomato paste, whatever. All good to help your heart. Eric, thank you so much. And we'll be back with more food for thought right after this.
Thanks, Dan.
Thank you. Great job. Great job.
Greetings, my name is Nikisha Wells from the Diaper Bank of Greater Cleveland, and we provide access to free diapers and personal essential care products to families in need at the Greater Cleveland Food Bank Community Resource Center. To learn more about our services, visit diaperbankgc.org. At the Diaper Bank of Greater Cleveland, our goal is simple. That is to ensure that no child goes without clean, dry diapers. We work closely with the Greater Cleveland Food Bank and local partner organizations to distribute these supplies directly to families. In addition to diapers, we offer resources to connect families with parenting support and other critical services. We believe every child deserves a healthy, happy start in life, and clean diapers are a huge part of that. If you or someone you know needs help, or if you'd like to donate and support our mission, visit diaperbankgc.org. Together, we can make a difference for children and families in our community. Thank you.
And welcome back to Food for Thought. I'm your host, Dan Monroe. Of course, we're coming to you today from the Greater Cleveland Food Bank's training kitchen at the Community Resource Center right here off Waterloo Road. On our next segment, my guest of the day, my chef of the day is Chef Kelly. Yes. Chef, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Well, I see a lot of ingredients here. What's on the menu today, Chef?
Okay, we're making Hoppin' John, which is black-eyed peas and rice, and we have some veggies and some sausage.
And some spice, right?
And if you want to make it spicy, we can.
Let's spice it up.
All right, let's go.
How do we start?
All right, so I'm going to start off here by adding just a little bit of butter.
Okay.
Holly has these really cute little butter balls.
Oh, I like that.
We're going to get the stove on. We'll get this butter melting a little bit. We'll put a little oil in here so the butter won't, burn.
Get that all mixed in together. What can you tell me about black-eyed peas? What do we know about those?
Oh, black-eyed peas, it's a simple pea, but it's very nutritious. It's a good source of protein, plant-based protein, fiber. So it's, good for digestion.
Okay.
So, when they say beans, good for your heart, they really are good for
they
your
really
heart.
are good for your heart.
And they also make you do the other thing, too.
I remember that saying when I was a kid. I used to sing that all the time.
I like to cook fast. I do.
What are some of the other ingredients we got on here?
All right, so we have the black-eyed peas, which these are frozen, rinsed, and drained.
Okay.
We have celery, onions, and green bell pepper.
Kind of all combined together, I see, huh? Yeah.
So this is starting to melt a little bit. We're going to put a little bit of this in here.
Okay, get a little base going on there.
Once we get this cooking, see the butter starting to melt. We'll let this cook down a little bit to get a little translucent. Then we're going to add garlic in there.
Okay.
Then we'll add, let's go ahead and throw these red peppers in too, give it some color.
Yeah. I like the reds and greens.
Yes.
I like the reds and greens.
A little Christmassy. Do you like to cook?
I do. I
do?
do. I'm not the best at it, but I like to experiment and try things. And
So do I.
you know, and even just get. We have old family cookbooks. I like to just pick through to a page and like, we're making this tonight. What is it? I don't know.
I like
we'll
to
try
make
it
things
out.
that I have no clue what it is.
Yeah, you know, experiment.
I'm going to add a little garlic here. I like fresh garlic.
Yep.
Let's just put it all in there. Garlic don't hurt nothing, right?
No, no, no.
Just make everything a little bit better.
Keeps the vampires away too.
That's right. Oh, now we're getting some sizzle.
Yeah. You know, I like how when the oil mixes in, it makes everything look shinier, more palatable.
Starting to smell good.
Yeah, sure is.
This will start to draw people to the kitchen, and it's nothing but some veggies and garlic. All right, so now I'm going to let that cook a little bit longer.
Okay.
All right, so while that's cooking a little bit longer, I'm going to add a little sausage in here.
The andouille sausage.
Yes. That's a lot of sausage.
Love it.
We like that, right?
Love it.
And the sausage will provide a little bit more like fat from the meat, so that's good. That's where you're going to get all your flavor from. Flavor these peas because they really don't have any flavor. Right?
Yeah. So tell me a bit about yourself and your connection with the Greater Cleveland Food Bank.
I have been working with the Greater Cleveland Food Bank as a nutrition educator.
Okay.
So I go around to different organizations and do food demos according to like what they get in their food boxes, or it may be something that they just want to learn how to cook. Like we had one time we did like a whole squash segment with one of our pantry marketplaces. Sometimes we go and we talk about meal prep. Like this is a good meal that you can like, maybe not meal prep, but it's a good, like something that you could use for like leftovers.
Okay.
So maybe you made like a pot of beans the day before. So you don't want to keep eating beans every day. So let's just kick it up a notch. Let's make.
What's one of the most common questions people ask you about nutrition, would you say? Or anything really in cooking?
Salt.
Salt.
People like to talk about salt.
Yeah?
Yes, they like to talk about salt. And one thing I tell them is let's not put salt into our dish to the last, after we taste it. Let's see. Like this, I don't really have salt.
Yeah.
All right, so now I'm going to add the black-eyed peas in
Okay.
here.
Got your way for you.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I'm going to get all that mixed up real good.
Oh, yeah.
Starting to look good, right? You can eat this as a main dish or it could be a side dish.
Okay. Yeah, it's coming together real nicely.
looking good.
Real nice.
All right, so this is basically just a little onion powder, garlic powder, and a little bit of pepper I mixed together earlier.
There's a seasoning.
Yes. Starting to smell
You
good,
can really
right?
smell it now, yeah. That's looking real good. Real good.
So now we're going to add a little rice.
Okay.
And if you have like leftover rice, you can use it in here. You can use fresh rice, your choice. That's why I say it's a good dish to use for like if you have leftovers.
This works great with any kind of rice, white rice, brown
White rice,
rice,
basmati
Spanish
any
rice,
kind of
yeah.
rice, yes. You know, we usually like to try to eat brown rice. Put a little bit of broth in here.
Okay. Really brings the flavor out right there. Yeah.
Yes.
The smell.
You want this a little spicy, right?
Yeah, I like spicy. What do we got there?
So we're gonna add a little crushed red pepper.
All right.
Damn on spicy, so we're gonna give it to
All
him.
right, All right. Perfect, thank you.
I don't know if anyone else is gonna eat this.
Our camera crew loves spicy, so they'll eat
Jalapeno?
anything. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Load it up.
You guys agree?
Everyone
Jalapeno?
says yes.
I'm not putting all those jalapenos.
No, you don't need all of it. Some of
okay.
it.
This looks delicious. Very colorful.
Color's
I
important
also
in cooking.
agree, eat the rainbow.
Yep. If it's brown, if
looking
it's
at your
gray, if
plate,
it's boring, it's not good
Find
for
something to put on there that's colorful.
you. Yeah.
Can I see the lid?
You sure can. Here you go.
I'm gonna put the lid on this for a few
All right.
minutes. Let that simmer for a little bit.
Okay.
It's gonna be delicious.
I can't wait.
Like Holly.
All right.
So we will get your plate then.
Okay, so while we're waiting for this to cook, we'll be right back to give this thing a big taste test. Right after this.
Great.
The Greater Cleveland Food Bank exists to ensure that our neighbors has access to the nutritious food that they need every day. In addition to the distribution efforts in our 6-county footprint, we have a call center where you can give us a call to locate where you can access food. That number is 216-738-2067. A friendly associate is available Monday through Fridays, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. to answer your call. We've also opened up a new community resource center as we want to address hunger and poverty through collaboration. In addition to access to food, you will also have the opportunity to receive services from 15 other nonprofit organizations and more. We're available some evenings and weekends. You can find that information on our website by visiting www.greaterclevelandfoodbank.org, and we ask that you follow us on our social media platforms. If you're not in need of food assistance but want to give back and volunteer, we'd love to have you at our partner distribution hub on Coit or our community resource center on South Waterloo. We look forward to serving you.
And welcome back to Food for Thought. Chef Kelly just finished cooking up the Hoppin' John and I want to give it a big taste test. Oh, look at that. All right, let's try it out there. Yep.
You ready? It's nice and spicy for you.
I love it. Black eyed peas, all right.
All right, enjoy.
Here we go, let's see. Some peas on there. Wow.
is it?
Wow.
Is it spicy?
It is very spicy, but not overly spicy. I think it's very hot, but
Yeah, that could be it too.
it was great. When this cools down, I'll eat more. Thanks for watching Food for Thought. I'm your host, Dan Monroe, and we'll see you next time. Now I taste the spice.
Okay.
Now I taste spice, Chef. That's great.